You've built a business to create freedom. So, why does it still feel like a full time hustle? This live is all about the 3 step framework that helped me to attract premium clients on autopilot without paying for ads and without posting daily. So, if you are a business owner, entrepreneur, or coach, and you want to learn how you can start attracting leads through video, through social media marketing, and you're already accustomed to getting sales through word of mouth and referrals, then feel free to stick around for this live because in this live, I'm going to show you how you can use your video content in order to attract premium clients to your page so that you can convert them into customers. This live is for coaches where you're already at 6 figures, you already have a following, but you're not really sure how to convert those followers into customers. I'm going to show you how you can do that today. This live is also for the ambitious business owner where you're currently getting sales through word of mouth and referrals. You want to know how you can scale your business to the next level and you want to know how social media can help you do that. That's exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. So thank you all for joining me today. As you are coming in, I'm asking you if you can like this live video. The more you engage with me, the more that social media will go ahead and push it out. If you have any questions, you can feel free to drop the questions in the chat and I will be happy to answer the questions for you. And lastly, take some time to share this video out. I love to teach my lives like they are master classes. And because of that, that means I'm going to be dropping a lot of gems that's going to bless you. So all you have to do is hit the arrow at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, invite 15 people from your DMs so that they can join us as well. If you're on YouTube, just share, hit the share button, invite people on your text messages and on your WhatsApp so that they can join us as well. And thank you all so much for joining me. Hey, Yvette, thanks for popping in here today. If you are a business owner, feel free to drop the name of your business in the chat so I can go ahead and shout you out. If you never know who's tuning in, who needs your services. If you're in here and you're like, okay, I don't want to drop the name of my business in the chat because you're not a business owner, then feel free to tell me where you're tuning in from. I am in New York. It is 9:09 in the morning. It is not that early, but it's a beautiful hot summer day. So tell me where you're tuning in from, what city, what state, and I can shout you out. But if you're a business owner, you can feel free to drop the name of your business in the chat and I'll shout you out as well. Again, you have no idea who's tuning in, who actually needs your services, and they've been waiting for you to pop up right here on social media. Again, we're talking about the wealthy coach's secret, how to automate leads while you sleep. So if you're posting every day, if you are running ads, if you are exhausted, feeling burnt out, you're going to networking events, you're getting sales through word of mouth and referrals, and you want to know how you can use your video content in order to attract leads to your page, then this live is for you. I'm going to walk you through a 3-step strategy that's going to help you to be able to do that. Again, feel free to engage with this live. All you have to do is like it, share it out, and drop your comments in the chat, especially if I say something that resonates with you. Just to say, girl, that was amazing. Drop that in the chat so that I know that this live is resonating with you. Hey, Indulgent Travel, how you doing? All right, so again, I'm going to be sharing 3 steps to show you how to automate your leads on social media. So whether you're watching from Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, or YouTube, this strategy will work on either platform. If you are a service provider, so that means you are providing a service to your clients, you are a coach, you are a consultant, you're a real estate agent, you are a real estate broker, you are an interior designer, a photographer, you work in insurance, right? All of these are service providers. You are a notary. This will work for you, right? Because that's how this live is set up. That's how I help you. If you are selling a product, this will also work for you. However, I do only work with service providers who are selling high tickets so that you can be able to attract premium buyers to your page on autopilot without having to pay for ads, without having to post daily. So again, I'm going to be sharing 3 steps to help you to automate your leads while you sleep. Who am I? I'm Shamara Star Cox, TV producer and marketing coach. My goal is to help 6 and 7-figure business owners get seen and get paid by creating binge-worthy videos on social media. Why binge-worthy? Because whatever you binge, you buy. We're in a society where Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, people are binging these platforms and they are paying for it every single month. So what do? I show you how you can create that same exact experience on your page so that now you can take your audience from just browsing to binging to buying. That's the strategy. It works every single time and it's super simple, right? So again, I love to teach all of my lives like they are master classes, which means you're not going to get generic, you're not going to get fluff, We get right into it. That's going to be able to help your business go to the next level. So I want to share this story before I jump into these tips. So if you're taking notes, you want to make sure you grab your notebook and your pen so that you can take note, take action, make some money, honey. Why? Because action takers are money makers, not time wasters. We're going to be together today for about an hour. I'm going to be dropping a lot of gems. It's going to help you take your business to the next level, only if you're ready for it. So I want to share this quick story and then I'll give you some tips. As I shared before that I'm a TV producer, right? And before I started working in television, it took me forever to break into my field. I graduated from college, graduated with my master's degree. I worked at a staffing agency. And it was at this staffing agency that I learned how to fast. Why? Because every single day I prayed and fasted and asked God to open the door for me to work in the television industry. And it was not easy, y'all. It was not easy. I cried every single day. I remember crying on the train, praying for God to just open the door for me to work in television, right? And so there I was, finally getting the opportunity, right? I got a call from a major television network to interview with them. And so I go to the interview and I interview with 3 executive producers, and they absolutely love me. They're asking me questions. I'm answering the questions. They absolutely love me. The interview goes amazing. And I'm thinking, oh, I got this in the bag. They are definitely about to hire me, right? And then they go with someone else and they tell me to stay in contact. And I'm like, okay. So I reach out to them throughout the year. I reach out to ask them how they're doing. If I saw the television network in the news, I reached out and I shared that with them, right? And 1 full year later, they reached out to me and hired me and offered me a higher position. And why was that? Because I was top of mind. And so my question to you is, are you top of mind for your audience? Are you putting out content that your audience wants to see? And when you're putting out that content, are they leaving your page and coming back the next day? The worst thing you can do is put out content that people forget. The worst thing you can do is put out content and then people forget your page, which is what's happening to some of you right now. One day people find you on the explore page. The next day, no one sees you again. One day you have a video that goes viral. The next day, barely anyone sees it. And that's because you're not putting out content where you're top of mind. And that's the reason you're noticing that your views on your videos are stuck between 100 views and 200 views. That's why you're noticing that you're getting about 1 to 2 comments on your post. And one of those comments is from a family member who just wants to support you. You're not putting out content that makes your audience want to remember you. You're not putting out content where you are top of mind. There are some of you right now where there are some of your clients, your dream audience, your followers, they want to buy from you, but they're not ready to buy yet. And it is your consistency and you being top of mind that's going to get them to buy from you. But if you keep posting and ghosting, if you post every now and then, guess what's going to happen? They're not going to buy. They're not going to remember you. And that's the worst thing you can do as a business owner showing up on social media. Right. And so if you're in here and you're like, I want to know how I can shift that, because that's exactly what's been happening to me. I'm posting, but barely anyone is seeing it. I'm going live and barely anyone is showing up. How can I put out content that people never forget? How can I put out content that people all want to see? Right. And so I want you to imagine your dream clients finding you on social media every day. Every day, not just through referrals, not just through word of mouth, but they are seeing your video content. And not only are they seeing it, but they are sharing it with other people. How would that shift your business? How would that make you feel if you are actually noticing that your dream audience is finding your videos and actually asking you, how can they buy from you? Social media allows you to reach an audience you haven't yet tapped into yet without taking away your focus from your current business. So if you're in here and you're like, Star, that's exactly what I want. I'm so tired of hopping on trends. I'm tired of posting 3 or 4 times a day. I'm even tired of attending networking events and walking it away with only a handful of leads. How can I significantly increase this without putting in too much effort? then I want to invite you to join us in the AI Content to Cash Challenge. This is the challenge where we show you how to create content that sells in 5 days or less. We show you how to use AI tools in order for you to create the content faster so that now you are converting much faster than before. Right? And if you want to get access to the challenge, all you have to do is DM me the word challenge accepted, send me your email address as well, and I'll personally send you an invite to the challenge. Now, here's the thing. The first 5 people to sign up for the AI Content to Cash Challenge will get access to our AI Content Generator Pro. And this Content Generator Pro will give you the content ideas. It will write the scripts for you, write the captions for you, as well as write your hooks for you. Right? So we've already done all the work. You don't have to do anything, but this AI Content Generator Pro only goes to the first 5 people who sign up for the VIP experience. Now, here's the thing. We already have 3 who are signed up. So we have 2 slots remaining to get this special bonus. So if you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, I do want to join, but I'm not really sure, the longer you hesitate, the longer you miss out on getting this bonus. There are some of you right now where you run out of content ideas constantly. You're not really sure what to say in order to get your audience to buy from you. And you're not really sure what content to create to grow your following. Well, this AI Content Generator Pro does all the heavy lifting for you. And you don't have to try to think about what should I do. All you have to do is tell it who your dream client is, and it will do all the work for you. But again, it only goes to the first 5 people who sign up for VIP. We already have 3 slots that are taking. So we have 2 more remaining. If you are a number 6 to sign up, you won't get access to the AI Content Generator Pro, but you'll still be able to get into the challenge. So that's why we always say don't wait. You want to run to it so that you can get access right now. Again, you can get access by DMing me the word challenge accepted so that you can join us in the challenge. And if you are tuning in on YouTube right now, you can actually just head to this website right here that is in the chat. It is contenttocashchallenge.com/VIP so that you can get access to the challenge. Awesome. Okay, so I want to go ahead and shout out Yvette because Yvette was the only business owner who dropped in the chat the name of her business. So again, if you're a business owner, you want to get shouted out, drop the name of your business in the chat and I will shout you out. Hey, Drew, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Okay, so Yvette's business name is Bold Nutrition Consultant. We are a DNA-based company out of Akron, Ohio, a DNA-based fitness company out of Akron, Ohio. Yes, that's what's up, Yvette. Thank you so much for dropping that in the chat. All right, so again, today we're talking about the wealthy coach's secret, automated leads while you sleep. So how you can automate your leads while you sleep, how you can have your content working on your behalf while you sleep. So if you're taking notes, this is where you want to take notes. This is where you want to start taking down the tips and then put it into action. So 4 years ago, I was on the beach in St. Lucia. And while I was resting on the beach, I booked a $5,000 client, right? All because my content was working on my behalf. How many of you would love to do that? Right? How many of you would love to be on vacation? You would love to go to sleep and wake up to $5,000 in your bank account. All of that is possible without you, as long as you're posting your content. And I want to show you the system that you can use in order to do that. Right? So if you're taking notes, this is where you want to take notes. And this system is called the AIR system. AIR system. It is automate, integrate, and replicate. So one more time, automate, integrate, and replicate. That is the AIR system that I'm going to share with you. And I'm going to break down each one of it. Again, when I was in St. Lucia on the beach, I was able to book a $5,000 client because my content was working on my behalf. And now I want to show you how you can have your content working on your behalf. Here's the reality. The reality is you are the CEO of your business, right? And your content is your employee. So if your employee isn't working on your behalf, if your content isn't going out, bringing in, attracting the leads and bringing them back into your business, then it's time to fire it. It's time to fire your content and start from scratch. There are some of you where you're like, oh, but I just keep posting and I'll just keep posting every day until things shift, right? But the reality is, if you keep putting out content that doesn't grow your following, if you keep putting out content that doesn't grow your engagement, social media, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, or YouTube, is going to deem your content as not good. and then it's not going to show it to people. And that's where a lot of you are experiencing that on Instagram. There are a lot of you who are posting content and you're wondering, why is it not growing your following? Your following has been stalled for many years. You're wondering why it's not growing in views and engagement. That's because Instagram is not showing it as much because it's deemed as not good content, right? So we want to shift that. And the first thing is to automate your content with AI, right? So use AI tools to write content, emails, and responses that sound just like you and scale it like a team, right? So for me, the way that I use this is I use my ChatGPT to plan all of my lives and to write all of my emails. That's what I use it for. I mean, I use it for so much more, of course, but I want to walk you through the system on how I use my ChatGPT to plan my lives. So the first thing you want to do is you want to program your chat. And here's the thing, you don't only have to do this with ChatGPT. You can also do it with Cintra. You can do it with Claude.ai, right? So ChatGPT is the most popular, but it's not the only tool that you can do this with. So I program my ChatGPT to sound like me. How do I do that? The first thing I do is I actually feed it content that sounds like me. So I will send it emails. I will have it transcribe my meetings, and I will tell it to adopt my voice, tone, and style. Okay, so that's a key right there. Some of you are just asking ChatGPT for content ideas, and then the content ideas that it's giving you is very generic. And you're wondering, why is it so generic? Like, excuse me, you're wondering, why is it not getting the views and the engagement? And that's because it sounds like and looks like everyone else's. So the goal is to prompt your chat so that it can sound unique to you. So you can upload emails, you can upload video transcripts that you have done and drop that into ChatGPT and ask it to mimic your voice, tone, and style. Now, here's the best part. You don't only have to do that for your voice, tone, and style. You can also do it with people where you like their type of content or their style of content. So I've also told my ChatGPT to mimic the voice, tone, and style of Myron Golden. I've also told my ChatGPT to mimic the voice, tone, and style of another coach that I really liked, right? So it doesn't only have to be your voice. You can make it very unique. If you've liked someone else's voice, tone, and style, you can have ChatGPT do that. How many of you have ever done that before? You've uploaded some type of content to ask chat to mimic your voice, tone, and style. Drop a me in the chat if you've ever tried it. Drop a not yet if you haven't tried it yet, right? Hey, Tashai, how you doing? Drop a me in the chat if you've ever tried this before. Drop a not yet if you haven't tried it before. I will tell you, it is very good. When I am writing copy for my clients, I take my clients' emails, my clients' content, I put it in ChatGPT, and I tell ChatGPT, this is my client's voice, tone, and style. Remember it. And how many of you know that ChatGPT has a great memory? And so because it has a great memory, every time it comes time to write content, it will mimic the voice, tone, and style. So now you don't have to sound generic. You don't have to sound like everyone else. You can actually sound like yourself. You're welcome, Yvette. You're absolutely welcome. Right? Or you can have it sound like any of your clients. Yes, Yvette says, I have tried this before. Yvette, tell me how it works for you. Are you noticing a shift with your content where more people are engaging, you're getting more views, or is it the same? Right? So anyone else, if you're tuning in right now, let me know, have you ever dropped into ChatGPT your emails or your content and told chat to mimic your voice, tone, and style before? How did it work out for you? You can drop a me in the chat if you have, drop a not yet if you haven't tried it yet. But this is very, very, this is the first step in being able to create content that converts using AI. And it's really powerful, right? So that's the first thing that I do. The next thing, okay, budget breakdown says not yet. So budget breakdown, I want you to try it and see how it works for you, because now it'll start putting out very specific content that sounds like you. And that's the most important thing. You want your audience to know what you sound like, right? And you don't want your content to be generic. So that's the first thing. The next thing that I do, now that ChatGPT is writing like me, the next thing that I do is I program my ChatGPT to be able to give me exactly what I want. So my live videos are set up a certain way. There's a certain tone, there's a certain style for my live videos. So the first thing I do is I give ChatGPT what my title is for each live video. That's the first thing I do. Here's the title of my video. And then I ask chat for 3 talking points. Well, actually, I ask for 5 because I want to choose from it. I ask chat for 5 talking points. And I always tell chat one of the talking points has to be about AI, and another one of the talking points has to be about mindset. So that's what I do. Now, here's the thing. When you prompt ChatGPT like this, very specific, the next time you ask chat for ideas, it'll always give you something about AI and something about mindset. So whatever you're asking for, it'll start to remember that and it will always give it to you. Always, right? And that's the goal. You want your ChatGPT to study you so that it can always give you what you want. So again, after I tell chat to mimic my voice tone and style, the next thing I do is I tell it, this is a topic that I'm going to cover for my live video. I want 5 talking points. One of the talking points has to be about AI. The other point has to be about mindset, right? And so now chat will give me 5 talking points. Why am I asking for 5? Because I want to be able to choose 3 from the 5. And sometimes I notice when you only ask for 3, it's not really what you want, right? Like ChatGPT won't give you exactly what you want. So when I ask it to give me options, now I can choose what I want. You know, what is it that my audience will want to hear from me? What is it that I want to cover? So I do that. And then I choose the 3 that I want, right? Now I have 3 talking points that I'm choosing from, but I don't stop there. I don't stop there. Here's why. Because I recognize that I can just go ahead and teach, but oftentimes my audience won't resonate with it unless I turn it into a framework. And what do I mean by that? I mean, I have to give it a word. I have to make it alliterate. It has to sound like something so that my audience can be able to grasp it. So after I take the 3 talking points, I then ask ChatGPT to turn it into a framework. And then chat will give me some options for frameworks, right? And so I'll give you an example. When I started this live, I said, I'm going to give you 3 tips. And these are the 3 tips. It's the AIR method. That's a framework. The AIR method is a framework. I just asked ChatGPT to give me that yesterday because I know that my audience will resonate with it better if I tell them it's the AIR method, and here's what AIR stands for: automate, integrate, replicate. Right. And because it rhymes, my audience is like, okay, that makes sense to me. Automate, integrate, replicate. Automate, integrate, replicate. Right. You can do this with ChatGPT. You don't have to try to figure it out on your own. There are some of you where you don't know what to talk about on your live videos. There are some of you where you're like, I don't know. I keep running out of ideas. I don't know what to teach. Well, ChatGPT can tell you exactly what to teach based on your voice tone and style. It'll give you the framework. It'll give you the talking points, right? So I do that all the time. And when I do that, guess what happens? I can now show up boldly and confidently and talk to my audience. But it doesn't stop there because these frameworks convert. Last week, I booked 2 new clients from my live videos, right? People, and this happens to be during a time where barely anyone was watching. And still, when people tuned in, they bought. So how many of you would love for your live videos to convert? This is the process to have your live videos convert. And guess what? Now your content is working on your behalf. When you set up your live videos where you show up boldly and confidently, ChatGPT gives you what to talk about and people actually buy from you. So I'm sharing strategies where it actually worked for me. It works for my clients. It can work for you too, but you got to be ready to put in the work to do it. And the work is really just prompting ChatGPT. This is what I want you to sound like. This is what I'm talking about. What is the framework? And chat will give it to you. Right? Now, here's the thing. Your live videos isn't the only place that you can convert. You can also do this with your emails. How many of you have an email list? Drop a me in the chat if you have an email list. Drop a not yet if you don't have one yet. Oh, not yet. Okay. Yvette says she hasn't tried the ChatGPT yet. Okay. Yvette, when you try it, let me know how it works out for you. All right. And so if you have an email list, drop a me in the chat. If you don't have one, drop a not yet so I can know not yet. Right. But I also use this to convert on my email list. So here's why I recommend having an email list, because you don't own social media. You don't own any of these platforms, and you can grow your following to 1 million followers. But if the platform ever goes away, so does your followers. right? Okay, so I see budget breakdown says not yet. Awesome. All right. If the platforms ever go away, you'll lose all of your followers. But what you do own is your email list. And it doesn't matter if Gmail breaks down, it doesn't matter if Yahoo breaks down, whatever platform you're using, it doesn't matter if that breaks down, you still have those emails, right? And it's a great way to be able to nurture your audience and convert them into customers. And so here's what you want to do. You can actually have ChatGPT write your emails for you on your behalf. Based on your voice, your tone, and your style, ChatGPT can write your emails for you. So here's what I do. Based on the emails that I wrote prior, I have ChatGPT analyze my emails. Based on what is performing, I'll have ChatGPT write me a new set of emails for the month. For the month, I write my emails for the month and then I send it out to my email list. But here's the best part. You can ask ChatGPT to give you 10 subject lines to choose from. Why am I saying 10? Because your subject lines, if they are not powerful enough, your audience will not open your emails. So you want to make sure that your subject lines speak to your dream clients. And instead of you trying to figure it out on your own, all you have to do is have chat do it for you and give you 10 subject lines. So now when I do this with chat, every time I'm writing an email, chat automatically gives me options. I no longer have to ask for 10 subject lines. It automatically gives me options, right? And then it automatically writes the email for me. And it writes the email in my voice, my tone, and my style. And now your audience can feel like your emails is an extension of your video content on social media. And that's the goal. When people are watching your videos and then they join your email list should feel like an extension of your video content. And this is how you create consistency with your audience, because now they don't feel like they're getting two different people no matter where they show up. They feel like they are in your community, in your pipeline, and they feel included. That is the goal, right? And so you can use AI to automate this for you. I do it every single month. AI will write my my live videos, right? It'll come up with the ideas for my live videos every month. Then I'll schedule my live videos for the month. Then AI will go ahead and write out what I'm going to talk about. And then it will write my emails for the month. And just like that, now you're breathing easy. You can take one day a month just to write these things out and get it scheduled. And now for the rest of the month, you are breathing easy. You already know what your lives are going to be about. You already know what your emails are going to be about. Thank you so much for the love, Tashai. I really appreciate you. Right? Hey, Chanel, how you doing? How many of you are like, I've never tried this before, but I'm going to try it? This is how we can automate our content with AI. And this is only a small step in the process. Like, I have so many more ideas on what you can do. It's what I do with myself and it's what I do with my clients. And they find it so much easier in order for them to create and show up and be consistent, right? Now, here's the thing. I have another tool, right? I talked about it a little bit, but I have a tool called AI Content Generator Pro. And this AI Content Generator Pro will write your scripts for you, for your reels, for your TikToks, your YouTube shorts. It'll write your scripts for you. Actually, even if you're posting long YouTube videos, it'll write for you. It'll write your scripts. It'll come up with the content ideas. It'll write your captions. It'll write your video hooks and your headlines. Why is this important? Because there's a lot of you in here where you want to know, you want to create content that converts, right? You want to put out videos that's actually working on your behalf. I meet so many business owners. Hey, Miss Luxury, how you doing? I meet so many business owners where they tell me that their social media doesn't work. They have tried several times, so many times, but their social media isn't working and they're thinking that maybe social media just isn't for them. But the reality is social media does work. You're just not putting out the content your audience wants to see. And so what do? I created this tool, AI Content Generator Pro, that does the work for you. There are some of you where you're putting out video content. You don't know why the views are low. You don't know why you're only getting one comment, and that comment is from your cousin who just wants to support you. You don't know why. You don't know why when you tell people to head to your bio, they head there, they may click your website, the website clicks go up, but your checkout does not. And that's frustrating for you, right? And that's because your content isn't converting, it's not working for you. And so what I did was I created the AI Content Generator Pro to work on your behalf, where all you have to do is tell it who your dream client is, and then it will start to create the content for you. It will write the scripts, it will write your video hooks. Some of you, the reason why your videos are stuck between 100 and 200 views is because you don't have strong video hooks. And because of that, people aren't watching longer. They're not watching to the end. So then they're missing your call to action. So this AI Content Generator Pro does all the work for you. And I want to give it to you for free. Yep, I want to give you this AI Content Generator Pro for free. It's all yours. But here's the thing, you only get access to it when you're the first 5 people to sign up for VIP for the challenge, right? So some of you in here, you're like, I totally want that. And I totally want to give it to you, but it's only for the first 5 people who sign up for VIP for the challenge. We already have 3 people who signed up. Will you be number 4? Will you be number 4? And once you get access to this Generator Pro, all you have to do is tell it who your dream client is, and it will do the rest for you. It's very, very simple. Very simple, right? So if you want to get access to the challenge, all you have to do is DM me the word challenge accepted, and I'll personally send you an invite to the challenge. If you're on TikTok, click the orange button at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, type challenge accepted, and send me your email address as well. And then I'll send you an invite to the challenge. If you're on Instagram or LinkedIn, all you have to do is type challenge accepted, and you'll be able to get the invite to the challenge. If you're watching live on LinkedIn, you can, on Instagram, you can type challenge accepted into this live chat right here, and you'll be able to get the invite, right? Okay, if you're watching on YouTube, just head to this website right here, content2cashchallenge.com/VIP, so that you can get access to the VIP ticket of the challenge, and you'll automatically get the AI Content Generator Pro, right? Now, here's the thing. Everything that I just talked about, how you can automate your content with AI, none of it works if you don't know who your dream client is. None of it works. If you don't know who your dream client is, it doesn't matter how much you prompt AI, it's not going to give you the content that's going to convert. It's going to give you content, but it won't convert. And our goal as business owners is to be able to convert our followers into customers. So I want to give you an example of Cassandra. She was a former client of mine. She's a single mom, works full-time for herself, right? And she has a child who has special needs. So in her business, what she does is what does she do? She bridges the gap between the school and children with special needs. She helps parents to get the resources that they need for their children. Now, when she first started showing up on social media, her audience wasn't really engaging with her. And so what do? We show her how to identify her dream client. That clarity alone gave her the confidence to create content that converts. There are some of you right now where your dream client is a woman between the ages of 25 and 40, and you're creating content for that person, but it's not converting. You want to know why? Because it is too generic. It is too generic. You want to be able to create content for someone that is specific. And there's a lot of you in here where you're hearing me talk and you're saying to yourself, I already have my customer avatar, but you're putting out content and it's still not converting. You want to know why? Because having a customer avatar is not enough. Having a customer avatar is mainly having the demographics of your customer. But you can't speak to the demographics of your customer, their age, their color, their ethnicity, because that's not what converts. What converts is speaking to the emotions of your customer. So just having the demographics is what's keeping you stuck. You need to know what is their pain point. You need to know what are the exact situations that they are in. You need to know what language are they using when they're typing their problem into social media looking for the solution to their problem. You need to know what thoughts they're having when they are praying about the issues that they're having. And if you don't know that, you'll forever be creating content that speaks to no one and wondering, why is it not converting? Thank you. Lisa says, I believe you. Thank you, Lisa. Right? And so I showed Cassandra how she can speak her dream client's language. And you know what happened for her? She built a six-figure business, not just from TikTok. She also was able to hit six figures from talking directly to her dream audience. And they gave her contracts from the schools to work with her. That is the promise for you. When you're able to speak to your dream client very clearly, now they want to invest in you. They want to invest in your services. So if you found yourself, you have been on social media for the last couple of months, for some of you, even for the last couple of years, and you haven't even made $1,000 from it yet. You haven't made $5,000 from it yet, or you haven't made $10,000 from it yet, then consider joining us in a challenge, because our goal is to help you sell your high ticket services without discounting it. You don't have to discount it just to get people to buy from you. You can actually sell at a premium and people will invest. And we show you exactly how you can do that, right? Another example, Jasmine. She joined us in the challenge. Jasmine is a full-time mom and a wonderful, powerful artist and storyteller. When she was showing up on TikTok, she already had a following, but they weren't buying from her. And so we showed her what content to create to get her audience to buy, what to say in her videos without sounding salesy, what to say in her videos so that she doesn't sound salesy, so that her audience could buy from her. And guess what happened? She gave us a testimony, 18 new sales from her videos. And then she said, Star, because of you, I now know what videos to create to get my audience to buy. How many of you would love to have that type of clarity, that you know when I post this video, people will buy from me? That's the clarity that Jasmine had. And that's the same clarity that you can have. But I want to invite you to imagine with me right now. Yes, Lisa said me. I want to invite you to imagine with me right now. If you can, I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes and just listen to my voice, right? If you are in a space that you can participate in this exercise, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to imagine that you just posted your video and you just got 18 sales. Your email is going crazy right now. Sale 1, sale 2, sale 3. You're hearing ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. And you just got 18 sales for one video. I want you to imagine, what does that feel like? What are you feeling in this moment? And say it out loud to yourself. You don't have to write it in a chat. Say it out loud to yourself. What are you feeling right now? You just got 18 sales from your video. Are you feeling joy? Are you feeling excitement? Are you feeling fun? Are you laughing right now? What are you feeling? And now I want you to think about, what's your next step? You just got 18 sales. What's your next step? Is your next step to create another video just like that to get 18 more sales? Is your next step to hire an assistant to help you to manage your social media so that now you don't feel overwhelmed and you don't have to keep working long hours? Is your next step to be able to hire a coach to show you how you can increase these 18 sales to 1,800 sales? Or is your next step to go on vacation? That long overdue vacation that you've been telling your family that we can go on, that you haven't gone on yet. What did you just do with your 18 sales? I want you to feel that feeling, because when you can see it in your head and you can feel the feeling, you can manifest that. You can manifest it, right? That's our goal, is to help you take what's in your head and make it become reality. And for Jasmine, when she made the 18 sales, that meant that she knew exactly how to sell on social media. So no matter what platform she's on, she knows, if I post this type of content, people will buy from me. And so she has that confidence. And if you want the same confidence, you want to be able to post, get 18 sales from your video, then join us in the AI Content to Cash Challenge, because that's what we help you to do. We don't show you how to hop on trends. We don't show you how to post 3 or 4 times a day. We don't show you how to exhaust yourself. Instead, we show you how to create the content that sells, so that when you come back, you can tell me, Star, I got 18 sales from one video. and you can do what you desire next. Yep. Lisa, you can sign up by clicking the orange button at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. I'll also pin it here so you all can see it. There you go. Just DM me the word challenge accepted, and I'll personally send you an invite to the challenge. If you are on YouTube, all you have to do is head to content2cashchallenge.com/VIP, and then you'll be able to get access to the VIP ticket to the challenge. The challenge is only for the business owners who are action takers. It means you're ready to get started today. It means you're ready to jump in today. You're ready to start seeing the leads come in. You're ready to start seeing the sales come in. If you're a business owner where you're just starting out and every time you work with a coach, you just collect e-courses and it sits in a corner, this is not for you. Our challenge is very action-based because in order for you to get results, you got to take action, right? So if you're like, I'm ready to see the leads, I'm ready to see the sales. All you have to do is DM me the word challenge accepted to get access. If you are on YouTube, you can head to content2cashchallenge.com/VIP so you can join us. And again, the first 5 people to sign up gets access to the AI Content Generator Pro. We already have 3 people who are signed up. We have Tammy. Tammy's not on here today, but she was on here yesterday. She signed up. Quessy has signed up, right? Linda has signed up. Will you be the next one that we'll be shouting out as well? Will you be the next testimony that we'll be bragging about? Because I tell you right now, I love to brag about my clients. Awesome, Lisa. I'll send you the invite right after this live. I love to brag about my clients. Why? Because I serve the best clients. When they come in ready to work. They come in ready to take action, and they come in ready to win. That's the most important thing. You got to come in ready to win. If you come in with a loser mindset, you won't last long. Because if you're a business owner, in order for you to succeed, you have to have a winning mindset. Y'all remember that song? All I do is win, 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 no matter what. We play that song in a challenge. I play that song in my academy because we are a society of winners. And only winners can get 18 sales from one video. Come on now. So if you're like, I'm a winner, I'm ready to win at this, DM me challenge accepted. Join us in the challenge so that we can help you win. Now, here's the thing. The VIP experience is not the only level we have. We have 2 levels for the challenge. VIP is the first level. The second level is our diamond experience. And that's only for the business owners that value exclusivity. That means you want one-on-one time with a coach who's going to help you to identify your dream client and give you a content strategy so that you can start working the strategy now. The challenge starts on Monday, but you can get access to this one-on-one elite content strategy session as early as tomorrow when you sign up for Diamond, right? So when I send you the link to join us for the challenge, you can also ask for Diamond. So if you DM me challenge accepted, you can also ask for Diamond, and I'll send you the link for Diamond. If you are on YouTube, when you head to content2cashchallenge.com, if you're doing it on your mobile phone, my video will pop up first. So click out of the video and scroll down. You'll see 2 options, one for VIP, one for Diamond experience. Again, it's only for the business owners who value elitism. You don't just want to be in the room live asking your questions. You also want that one-on-one time with the coach without having to invest $10,000 to do it. That's what Diamond experience is for. For those of you who are like, I want to join the challenge, but I won't be able to join every day live, you do get access to the replays for the challenge. If you're in VIP, you get access to the replays for only 24 hours at the close of each challenge day. But if you're a Diamond experience, you get access to the replays for life, right? Okay. Lisa says, what if I don't have a product yet? Lisa, do you plan on building a coaching business? We've had people join the challenge who doesn't have a product or service yet, and we help you to identify what that is in the challenge. So you can still join us. If you know that you want to start selling something, you can still join us. We'll help you to get clear on what you can sell so that you can start selling it. So yes, you can still join us. Awesome. All right. Oh, hey, Tammy, there you go. I was looking for you on TikTok. Tammy is actually on YouTube and she says, hey, I'm here. She's right here. So Tammy joined us for VIP and she's actually on YouTube right now. Okay, let's get into this second tip, right? So I'm sharing with you the wealthy coach's secret, how to automate your leads while you sleep. And the first step was to automate your content with AI. The second step is to integrate your mindset for wealth. Integrate your mindset for wealth. There are some of you in here where making a lot of money in a short amount of time scares you. Who am I talking to right now? You hear you can make you can make $10,000 in one day, and the thought of that scares you. It sounds nice, but it sounds scary, right? If I say you can get 60,000 leads from one viral video, some of you are like, 60,000 leads, what am I going to do with that? Lisa said, not me. That does not scare me, right? Now, if it doesn't scare you, bravo. But it does scare you, and you don't know it yet. You'll know it when it comes time to start putting out the videos. When I tell you it's time for you to ask for the sale, if you start getting a grip in your heart that you're afraid to sound salesy, then you're afraid to make a lot of money in a short amount of time. If you have a million trillion freebies and all you ever do is offer your audience freebies, then that means you're afraid to make a lot of money in a short amount of time. Why? Because you're afraid to sell. If you're afraid to sell, that means you're afraid to make a lot of money in a short amount of time. And what we do is we help you to break that off of yourself. But in order for you to do that, you have to integrate your mindset for wealth. Integrate your mindset for wealth. Now, let me tell you, in 2023, I made $17,000 in 1 month. That's the most money I had made in my business at the time. And I was excited because my goal was to make $10,000 in that month. That was my goal. I just wanted to hit 10K. And I hit 17K. And I said, oh, we nearly doubled my goal, right? But do you know that when the last monies cleared in my account, a voice said to me, I bet you won't be able to do that again. And this fear gripped my heart and my soul. It was lack and it was scarcity. And for the month of May, I was not able to make money within the first 3 weeks of that month because I kept walking around with this mindset that was telling me, you won't be able to do that again. You'll never get another client again. And I was so scared. And because of that, it didn't matter what content I put out. It didn't matter how many times I went live. I was not booking any clients. And I remember we were getting down to the last week and a half of the month. And I hadn't seen any new clients come in. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go to my mirror and I'm going to declare that I'm making $1,000 today. Why? Because I'm very much big on declarations and affirmations. Some of you may think it's spooky wooky. It's not. It's actually very much spiritual that you can speak into existence what heaven has for you. Yep, I'm a Christian. I align with Holy Spirit. And I'm very big on if Holy Spirit told me to speak it, that means that he will manifest it on my behalf, right? And so, yes, Yvette said, I'm ready to win and win big. So I go to my mirror and I look in my mirror and I'm so determined. I'm going to declare I'm going to make $1,000 in today. And I open my mouth and what comes out is something totally different. Instead of declaring I'll make $1,000 today, I say I come out of agreement with the lack and scarcity spirit, and I come into agreement with heaven and what heaven has declared for me. That's what I do. And that day, I did make $1,000 in a day. I did. But the next day, I made $5,000 in a day. And then I made $500. I made $6,500 in the span of a couple of days. Had I declared that I'm going to make $1,000, I would have limited myself. I would have limited myself. There are times that you should be very specific in what your request is. And then there are times that you need to be very abundant minded in what your request is. And had I limited myself to just $1,000, I wouldn't have made that 5K the next day. So instead, I came out of agreement with lack and scarcity and came into agreement with what heaven declared about me. And what heaven declared about me was that I am a kingdom financier. I am a wealthy entrepreneur. Actually, I am a wealthy kingdom business owner. That's what I am, right? I am abundant. Whatever I declare shall happen in Jesus' name. And so when I came into agreement with that, when I remembered who I was, I made $6,500 in the span of a couple of days. And I want to remind you of who you are. You are someone who has a wealthy mindset. So you need to integrate it into your mind. Release the lack, release the scarcity, release the poverty mindset that is telling you that it's impossible to make $50,000 from social media, because it's not. That it's impossible to hit 10K months, because it's not. It is actually very simple when you come into alignment with who God has declared about you. See, I know that I'm a millionaire. So what am I doing? I'm praying and asking God for the $1,000,000 ideas that I can implement. I know that I am someone who has wisdom, and wisdom is the root of wealth. How do I know that? Because King Solomon asked for wisdom and he became very, very wealthy. So when you get out of the mindset of lack and scarcity, you can now show up with a wealthy mindset. And here's what the wealthy mindset does. A wealthy mindset doesn't hustle. A wealthy mindset hires a team to work with them. A wealthy mindset trusts their team to do the work. There are some of you, the reason why you are stuck is because it's just you and your business, and you refuse to get help. You refuse to work with a coach who can counsel you. You refuse to get a mentor, and you refuse to get help, team members, because in your mind, you can do it faster and better if you do it. But the thing is, all it's doing is bogging you down now. You're being bogged down with things to do when your team could take care of it for you and you can focus on other things. When you integrate a wealthy mindset, you start to see, I'm not doing this on my own. It's not that you can't do it on your own. It's just that you're not going to, because you want to work more efficiently. And let me give you an example. Jesus. So a lot of you probably don't know this, but I teach Bible marketing secrets. Why? Because I believe Jesus is the best marketeer of all time. And when Jesus started his ministry, the first thing he did was he aligned himself with disciples. Now, Jesus is God. He's omnipresent. He could have done everything himself, but he didn't. He decided, I'm going to build a team first. Notice that. That's what he decided first. He didn't go out and start doing anything until he started to call his team first. So my question to you is, why are you doing it by yourself? Why do you keep on thinking, I got to do this all by myself? I got to think about it by myself. I got to do it on my own. If I do it, it'll be faster. That is hindering you from wealth flowing through your business. You got to hire the team. Now, I get it. It's frustrating because sometimes you can't trust people. Sometimes people lie to you. And sometimes people will take your money and not do the work. I have experienced that. Last year, God told me to build my team, right? And when I built my team, I built it quickly. And I had people on my team who didn't know what they were doing. They were stressing me out. They were frustrating me, and they didn't follow directions. Found out that they were barely doing the work. And I was paying them money every month. And it got to the point that I had to let everyone go because I was losing money. And I remember being so mad because I said to God, you're the one who told me to build this team. But here's what I recognized in that moment. One, I had to become a better leader. I had to communicate better. And I had to have better expectations of my team. Do you know that 1 year later, I built a new team? I have a brand new team. And this team operates so much better. But here's what I think to myself. I think to myself, could I have done this by myself? Now, some of you are listening to me, you're thinking, I don't have enough money to hire a team. In the challenge, we show you creative ways to work with your team, even if you don't have a full budget to work with them. That's the goal. Why? Because you got to be creative as a business owner. There are things that you can offer your team members to work with you, and they will say yes, even if you don't exchange money. And so we show you how you can do that in the challenge. Now, I said that to someone before, and that person said to me, that sounds illegal. Only if you're not creative. That's it. Only if you're not creative, then it's illegal, because now you're just stealing. But we show you how to do this logically as well as morally, so that you can actually have a team and not do this by yourself. So if you're like, I want to know how to use that strategy so that I'm not building on my own, so that I actually have help, then DM me the word challenge accepted, and I'll personally send you an invite to the challenge. If you want help breaking free from the lack mindset, the scarcity mindset, the poverty mindset, join us so we can help you. That's one of the first things that we help you to overcome. Why? Because you cannot sell if you're in a state of poverty. You can't. Trust me, I've tried. When I had a poverty mindset, I couldn't even believe that people would invest $5,000 into my coaching services. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't even see it. That's what a poverty mindset does. But when you have a wealth mindset, you start believing that people, when people see me, they pay me. And that there are people waiting to invest in your services. They're waiting. And when you have that mindset, guess what? You start to attract what you believe. Come on now. Do I have some spiritual people on the line who believes in manifestation, who believes that you attract what you believe, you attract what you think? Because that is very real. Business is spiritual. And when I talk about spiritual, I'm not talking about spooky wooky. No. I'm talking about spiritual in the sense that it is aligned with Holy Spirit. That's what I mean. He told you to start that business so that he can send money through your business, and he can send people to your business so you can help them. But in order for you to be able to attract this, you have to release what is not like God. Poverty is not like God. Lack is not like God. And scarcity is not like God. Not even lack of trust. That's not like God. But what is like him is abundance, is wealth, is trust, is believing, is faith. And you're going to need all of that when you're putting out your content. Why? Because results belong to God. Results belong to God. That's why some of you find yourself toiling. You're posting 3 or 4 times a day. You're running ads. You're posting nonstop. And you're still not seeing the results that you want. Why? Because all you're doing is doing, but you're not faithing. The word says faith without works is dead. But have you ever thought about what works without faith is? Works without faith is slavery. And so there's a lot of you where you're enslaved to your business. All you're doing is work. That's all you're doing. And you're not seeing the results that you desire yet because of a lack of faith. You need both. You need faith and you need works. And I was there too. Last year, I abandoned my faith for works. And we made less money last year than we did in 2023. This year, I brought my faith back into the business. Faith and works work hand in hand. You need it for abundance, for wealth, for success. So when you integrate a wealthy mindset, you move differently. You think differently. You believe differently. You recognize, wait a second, I'm not alone. You start praying over your content. You start asking God to send the clients. You start doing work differently. It looks different from everyone else. Everyone else is posting 3 or 4 times a day. You're just posting once a week. Some of you, you're posting 5 times a week, and that's it. Some of you are going live once a week and you're bringing in your clients. That's what faith does. We don't just give you any old marketing strategy. We give you the marketing strategy that is divine, specific for your business. So if you're like, that's what I need, because you've joined coaching programs before. It was nice. They gave you the framework. You learned social media marketing before, but you haven't seen the results yet. And that's because you haven't received the strategy that is divine for your business so that you can take off. Last year, I worked with a coach. Now, this coach was amazing. Love this coach, right? However, every strategy this coach gave me did not work. I mean, I did cold DMs. I did hired a team. I added more systems. I did all the things. I changed my program, did all the things, and none of it worked. The only thing that happened to me was I exhausted myself. That's it. And by the time I got to the end of the year, I realized all of the strategies he taught me made my business clunky. It made it clunky. It expanded my business wide, but it didn't expand it height-wise. And height-wise means financially. So instead, I had all these people on my team. We were doing all this work, and it was just exhausting us. That's where some of you are right now. You got this strategy, that strategy, this strategy, that strategy, and none of it is working. Why? Because that's not the strategy that God has for your business to reach your people. And so what did I do? Y'all remember the story of King David? David, when he was a boy, Goliath came to attack Israel. Goliath was taunting Israel for like 11 days. And King David said, well, before he was king, David comes and says, I'm going to take him out. And so King Saul at the time said, okay, but put on my armor. So King Saul put his armor on David. And David, small, nearly fell over with all this armor on him. And he's like, this is too heavy. That's where some of you are right now. It's too heavy. Posting 3 or 4 times a day, hopping on trends, running ads, TikTok shop, Instagram shop. It's too heavy. And it's time for you to take it off. David, when he was going up against Goliath, he had all that armor on. He took it off. That was too much. So he took it off and he picked up his sling and his rocks. That's all he needed. For me last year, all the strategies my coach gave me, it was too heavy. So I took it off and I went back to God and I said, what do you want me to do? And God gave me a simple strategy. Start a podcast. That's it. Start a podcast. Now, this podcast was an extension of what I already do live. So what works for my business is live video. So I started a live podcast. And guess what? Started seeing the clients again. 10K client here, 5K client here, 15K client here. Because I worked the strategy that God gave me. So my question to you is, what is the strategy that is divine to your business? Or are you just doing what everyone else is telling you to do because that's what worked for them? If you never work your marketing strategy that is aligned with your capacity and your personality, you will constantly feel like you're doing work and not seeing the results. So if you're tired of doing the work and not seeing the results, join us in the AI Content to Cash Challenge. We'll help you identify your divine strategy for your business that's going to help you bring in the clients. All you have to do is DM me the word challenge accepted, and I'll personally send you an invite. If you're on TikTok, click the orange button at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, and you'll get the invite. When you DM me challenge accepted, send me your email address as well, because sometimes the DMs don't go through, and I can just email you the challenge experience. Now, if you're on YouTube, all you have to do is head to contenttocashchallenge.com/VIP. The link is displayed on the screen so that you can get access. Right? Okay, so we're talking about the wealthy coach's secret, how to automate your leads in your sleep. I gave you 2 tips already. That is automate your content with AI. The second one is to integrate your mindset for wealth. And here's the final one, and it's very quick. It is replicate your results with a simple lead automation funnel. So replicate your results with a simple lead automation funnel, right? So everything that I shared with you on how to prompt ChatGPT, how to use your AI tools, you now want to have a simple automated funnel that's going to consistently bring in the leads for you. This is how my clients are able to see 10K months, 20K months, because they have a funnel that is automated for them and it's consistent, right? So I'm going to give you what the funnel is so that you can actually have it on your end. And if you need help working this funnel or building it, then join us in the challenge and we'll show you how, right? So the first thing is you want to make sure you have a consistent flow of leads. So that means you have to have content that's consistently going out, right? So have content that's going out. Next thing is you want to have a lead magnet that's attached to your content, right? So a lead magnet is what you offer to your audience. It could be free or low cost. I recommend low cost. I am not a fan of offering freebies to an audience because your content is your freebie, right? Now, if you're just starting out and you don't have enough content, then you do want to offer a freebie. But if you've been posting for some time, your content is good, your content becomes the freebie, and now you offer your audience a low cost item. So that's your lead magnet. You nurture your audience when they're on your email list, and then you close them, right? Now, you don't only have to nurture them on your email list, you can nurture them in the DMs as well, and then you close, right? So here's how you can create this funnel with AI. Create the content using ChatGPT or Claude or Sentra, whatever your AI tool of choice is, right? So you create the content using that. You can set up ManyChat to attach it to your content so that now when people type a specific word on your content, ManyChat can automatically DM them, right? Now, ManyChat works on Instagram. I have seen that it works on TikTok. I haven't tried it yet. On LinkedIn, it's not ManyChat. You can use different tools like, what's it called? Rebel Leads. I think they're still working. And then there's one more that I can't think of right now that you can use on LinkedIn to help you with messaging your audience, right? And then you want to set up an email/DM nurture sequence, right? So when people actually comment a specific word on your chat, you want to be able to nurture them. If they end up on your email list or they're in your DMs, you want to have a sequence going out. That means a script that you're actually having a conversation with your audience. Why is this important? Because when you're selling high ticket, it is your conversations that lead to conversions. Some of you are waiting to go viral, thinking that that's what's going to bring in your sales. How's that working for you? I've gone viral 4 times and never made money from any viral video. And that's because I wasn't selling nothing. I didn't know what to sell. But I've had clients who have gone viral and made money because our goal isn't just to go viral. The goal is to get viral sales as well, right? So we show you how to do that. And then lastly is to close your client. Whether it's you're closing them for a coaching program, you're closing them for one-on-one services or done-for-you services, that's the last thing. And that's a simple funnel that takes your audience from watching your content to buying from you. Now, how many of you got lost? How many of you was like, oh my goodness, girl, that was a lot. Like, I don't even know where to start. That's what we show you, right? Day 5 of the challenge, we show you how to profit from your videos. And we do that by showing you how to implement this system so that now you can predict your income. How many of you would love to make predictable income each month? Like you just know, I'm going to be hitting 10K months. It's 20K months. And it's on automatic. That's what we show you. And we show you what steps to take, what content to be posting, what emails to write, all of this. So that now when you're actually showing up, you're clear and you're confident. Because clarity leads to confidence, confidence leads to content, and content leads to cash. That's the goal. So if you're in here and you're like, that's what I want, Star, that's what I needed, you're accustomed to getting sales through word of mouth and referrals, but you didn't know how you can replicate that online, it's with that. It's with that automated funnel. Create the content, offer a lead magnet, nurture your audience in the emails or DMs, and then close them. That's it. It's a 4-step funnel. Very simple. You can use AI tools to build it out. Now, here's the thing, because some of you are hearing me say the word funnel, you're hearing me say the word automated, and you're thinking that you don't need to do maintenance on this funnel. You do. You do. You don't just want to, it's not a set it and forget it thing. You still have to make sure that it's working. Because if you don't do that, you'll lose your leads and it'll frustrate them. Right? So if you've been here long enough, and you're like, Star, I want to join the AI Content to Cash Challenge, I'm going to go ahead and pin this on TikTok. Oh, it's already pinned again. Let me see if I can unpin it and pin it again. Okay, there we go. So there it goes displayed on the screen. You can click that and type challenge accepted into my DMs and send me your email address so I can personally send you an invite to the challenge. If you are on YouTube, all you have to do is head to contenttocashchallenge.com/VIP to get access. If you're on LinkedIn, you can DM me. And if you're on Instagram, you can DM me as well. But YouTube, there's no DM, so I can't send you a DM. But the challenge is for the coach where you're already at six figures and you want to know how you can use social media to grow your following and convert them into customers. That's what we help you with. Kelly, when she joined us in the challenge, she actually already had a following. She had 30,000 followers on Instagram. We showed her how to sell to her audience. She got 6 new clients in 1 month. 6 new clients in 1 month. The challenge is also for the business owner who you're currently getting sales through word of mouth and referrals, and you're hesitating to sell in videos because you don't want to sound salesy and you don't want to feel icky. We show you how to confidently sell to your audience. We show you what to say in your videos to get your audience to buy without sounding salesy. So we've had many people come into our challenge and they were afraid to sell. And by day 4 of the challenge, walk away confident, making money. And then we have the challenges for the successful coach or business owner where sales isn't your issue. It's not your issue. Visibility is, right? So you're already hitting 20K months, 30K months, 50K months, 60K months. But you have a visibility issue where you show up online, barely anyone is checking for you. Your videos have very low reach and it's absolutely frustrating. And you want your influence to match your income. So we show you how to get seen on social media. Because there's a lot of you in here where you are called to bigger stages. You're called to high profile podcasts. And you're called to be the next keynote speaker of a big conference. Because God has shown you that, but you don't know how to get there. And the people who are booking, they don't know you yet. So we show you how to grow your following, how to build your authority and platform right here on social media. So if you're like, that's what I want, join us in the AI Content to Cash Challenge. Again, we have 2 levels, VIP and Diamond Experience. VIP, you get to join us live for the challenge. So this is not a pre-recorded challenge where you have to watch recordings. You join us live where you get to ask your questions live and we answer it live. In addition to that, the first 5 people to sign up for VIP gets the AI Content Generator Pro, where this Generator Pro generates your scripts, it generates your captions, it generates your hooks, your headlines, and your content ideas for you. All you have to do is tell it who your dream client is, and it will do the work for you. That's it. Our goal is to make creating content so simple so that all you have to do is shoot and post, shoot and post, shoot and post. That's it. That's our goal. If right now you keep getting stuck because you're running out of ideas, you don't know how to edit your videos, you don't know what to say to keep your audience watching longer, then get access to the AI Content Generator Pro because it'll do all of that for you. The next level is the Diamond Experience level. And that's for the business owners where you value exclusivity. You value elitism. It's not enough just to be in the room asking questions with everyone else. You want one-on-one time. You want to be able to have a one-on-one with a coach without having to invest $20,000 to do it. And so the Diamond Experience is set up for you, where we get to work together before the challenge starts. Well, at this point, the challenge is on Monday, so you'll have to schedule your call during the challenge. But in that session, it only takes us 30 minutes to help you identify your dream client and have a content strategy that works for you. That's it. Just as simple as that in the Diamond Experience. So if you're like, that's what I want, when you head to contenttocashchallenge.com, choose the second option, Diamond, and join us. Awesome. So that's what I have for you today. Today, we talked about the Wealthy Coach's Secret, how to automate your leads while you sleep. I gave you 3 tips, which was A, automate with AI, I, which is integrate your mindset for wealth, and R, which is replicate your results with a simple lead automation funnel. That is the AIR method that will help you to have consistent 20K, 30K, 40K months and beyond. So I'll be back again next Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. We're gonna be talking about no time for content. Let AI repurpose it for you. So I'll show you how to use AI tools to repurpose your content, especially if you're a busy business owner. Now, if you are someone who's joining us in a challenge, the challenge kicks off on Monday. So you only have about 3 or 4 days left to get your ticket. Don't wait, because there's some of you in here where you're like, I want to join, but maybe I should wait. Maybe I'm not ready yet. I want you to think about where you will be 30 days from now. If you join the challenge, 30 days from now, you could be creating the content that generates your leads. And you can be getting a lead a day, which is 30 leads for the month. How would that bless your business if you were able to get 30 leads for the month? If you decide to wait 1 month from now, you'll be in the same position, still trying to figure out, how do I get leads with my videos? And some of you may even think to the point, maybe social media just isn't for you. What if you got the help you needed to help you to generate those leads from your content? That's what we show you in the challenge. It doesn't take long. It only takes 5 days. All right, y'all have a great day today.